Welcome back to another video of Faceless and Fearless. We're checking out Planet Coaster today, which is masquerading as a simulator of realism, but once you have enough experience, you can see how it defies physics in the dumbest ways. But on that note, let's get started. And as you can see, we have a whole bunch of options where we go through different scenarios in the career game mode. We can express our creations in sandbox mode. We can face different challenges in the challenge mode, and my personal favourite, where we can edit your own custom scenarios, it's the scenario editor, and we're going to need this in order to meet the requirements of our expectations. And as you can see, we're just one click away from experiencing the fun. And when I said that, I meant like a few clicks away. I feel like the Alpine would get us the best views of this. Park name. And as you can tell, it auto-named it to custom scenario, but I'm going to change it to an inspiration of my actual YouTube username, Faceless and Fearless. So let's call it Fear Zone. So as you can see, this is the start of my park, which can already get a bit physics defying, as I mentioned, because rather than having a car park for the theme park, we've got these random teleporters, because who needs space for that? And it's strange how from a distance it looks like a three-eyed shadow. And as you can see, this family is willing to come in and experience the fun, but there's not going to be any fun yet. The only fun that is to be had is these pathways. Now the reason why we need these is so we can convince people to actually go in here. So let's see how this goes. Alright, I feel like this should be a decent length for a path, right? I mean, how bad could it be? And what's even more physics defying is you actually take a look at the toilets in of itself. Because if we go through that creepy black shadow, all we can see is just this. Why would you want a toilet if you could just add a toilet in there and not just pee on the ground all of the time? Now, the obvious thing we need is some food shops like Chief Beef, Cosmic Cow, Hot Dog Squad, Mexalente, and all of these different other ones. So I'm just going to have one of each. And let's start with Chief Beef. As you can see, it's a little bit of a slanted angle, so I'm going to change that. Alright, let's rotate it. The only way I can rotate it is this way, but that's not going to stop me from building the theme park of a lifetime. And there we go. That's our thing ready. Wait a second. Can I place one on top of that? Oh, yeah, we sure can. I love how there's clearly no limit to how many of these you can just stack on top of each other. Now let's do the pizza pen. And I'm sure I'm going to hear a lot of worthy voice acting for this.
Pizza pen.
Yup. And now we've got Tiki Chicky, it appears. And we're just going to make an area for that. And as you can see, now it looks like we've made a whole hotel of shops. While these people in the front are just wandering, being lonely, like, is anyone going to come here? Hello? Anyone there? Well, we can't just leave these shops afloat, can we? We need to build some way for them to connect to each other. And I'm going to use the most advanced and complex mechanism out of them all, building random staircases. I have no idea why it looks like this. You know what, I'm not even going to question it. So I guess it's time to change the width to 4 and the length to 1. And if I build like this little staircase, as you can see, this is all going according to plan right now. Now if I press U and then drag it up here, I can really just build these staircases as high as I want, can't I? Now there's got to be some way I can connect these, right? We can't just leave them like this forever. So let's back up the staircase a little bit. I can't really tell if it's going lower or higher, but it appears that this is a pretty equalized height. So if we turn around for a second, then we can take a good old glance at the shops that'll wait. And now let's connect this. And as you can see, that's 2 shops connected. Only a million more to go. And it would just be boring watching me connecting shops to pathways all day. So just give me 1 quick minute while I finish this up and make some adjustments. Okay, I've just finished building my majestic hotel, and as you can tell, it's starting to catch a lot of people's attention, even though there's still 0 people in the park. But you know what they need? A good old ride to keep them entertained. And for that, it's time to bring out the roller coasters. But first, let me give you a tour on this. Oh, wait, I don't have a staff building. Staff need to occasionally take breaks or they'll stop working. Well, I guess I think we know where this is going. Now you might be thinking, could I just put a staff building right on top here? Of course I won't. I'm just going to put one right down here. So if someone's at the top right up there, they'll have to venture down all of these stairways like it's a horrendously horrific maze. So I guess it might use a little bit of energy, you know. So let's do staff management and staff building, which basically looks like nothing. And if we press X again and then rotate, we can rotate this so it's perfectly in position. And for that, it's time to bust out the controls again. Right, let's do this. So firstly I need to rotate it to whatever limits it reaches. There we go, that should be pretty perfect. And now that we've got this rotation right here formed, and as you can see, there's a variety of different utilities, like standard track, which is a basic standard track that runs on just magnets to keep the wheels sturdy, and we've got drive tyres, which pushes trains along slowly, and my personal favourite, hydraulic launch, a launch system that propels trains at speed along the track. Well, this should be perfect, and as you can see, the settings indicate the target speed, the launch delay, the acceleration, and the catch car return speed. I'm not going to do anything to the launch delay and the catch car return speed, but I'm quite curious on how high this target speed goes. Oh my gosh, 175 miles an hour, that should be perfect. And just to max it out a little, the acceleration's going to be at 20 meters per second squared. And the launch delay is going to make things a little more dramatic for us. Okay, so it appears that 1,000 meters is the highest it can go, but that doesn't mean it's not high. You see, as you can see, there's these height indicators right here, which is indicating how high it is. And that tiny piece of track right here, just to down there, is only halfway. So that's how you know it's high. But I'm kind of curious. Let's see how high this can actually go. And for that, we'll start the test and give a little perspective of the ride camera. Oh my god, look how high that is. Okay, I'm pretty curious. How fast can this actually go? Can it gain enough speed to reach the top of that? God. The fear is going up by a substantial rate. I feel like I would have probably passed out by now. Right, make it to the top. I swear, if it actually makes it to the top, then I'm going to be so proud. Oh, just cleared it. I'm kind of surprised that it even went that high, to be honest. Alright, let's see what happens if we just lower it down to like 500 meters or something. Will it still make it to the top? Well, there's only one way to find out. Okay, as you can see, we're lowering it down and we're still down to 700 meters. I'm pretty sure that made it go to the right. And if we lower that down to about 22.5 degrees, I feel like it should make it, you know. But the problem is, it auto banks round for some annoying reason. So let's see what else we can do with this. Alright, as you can see, we've kind of breached the limits. Maybe a little too much over here. Not sure how high this is gonna go, but guess there's only one way to find out. Okay, if I max this down all the way, and I twist it back in of itself, then it should work, according to my calculations. Not sure if the track's facing the right way, but you never know, it could be a success. Alright, there we go. Now I just need to spend the next 10,000 years lowering this track down. Oh, it lowers it to there. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Oh wait, I turned it the wrong way. Well, back up we go. At least it's quicker to go back up than back down. Alright, let's turn it the opposite way this time. Fine, if you want to waste my time, then go on. I'm willing to do it for the team. Okay? We're at a pretty abbreviated angle. Because as you can see, now that it's made it over here, now it just needs to endure one last stretch. As you can see, down here is the boundary lines of our park. You might not be able to see it that well because it's blocked off by our alley. But anyways, let's see how this goes. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, now let's select this piece of track. I'm sure everything's gonna go perfectly fine, you know. Come on, let me add another piece of track. Yes! Alright, now that we've got this area covered, there's only one way to find out what happens. So the next thing we're gonna do isn't the same as last time. First of all, I need to make this as short as I can possibly get it, which appears to be approximately 4 meters. Then I just need to get it upwards and then make it turn. And then I can do the same thing all the way around until it eventually forms into what looks like a DNA particle. So after I get it up to the 323 meter mark, I'm going to press the autocomplete button, and I think we all know what happens. And it might make something questionable, but you know, I can't complain if it at least makes it back to the station. Alright, let's see how this goes. We're at about 300 meters now, so I guess the only thing left to do is to get to the designated 323, which is about there. So let's press the autocomplete. Oh god, what is it doing? It's taking so long to load the autocomplete, it's hard to even fabble it. So let's see what happens. There we go. Now that this is done, I guess there's only one way to find out if it works. So let's set the lighting back to 10 AM, just so we've got a clear perspective of what this is. Imagine I built the whole thing with optional catwalks on. I don't know how you'd be able to catwalk on a spiral, but you know, can't complain about it. If it lets us do it, then it lets us do it. No point complaining. So I guess we've only got one thing left to do. Let's start the test, and hopefully this should work. As you can see, there's the huge drop up there, which I have no idea what it's about. Oh my god, this goes way faster. So my original plan was to turn this to the right, but since I didn't know what perspective I was looking from, I ended up turning it to the left. Boy, look at that. Alright, come on, make it. Oh, all of that hard work and it doesn't even make it to the platform. I can't even see the rest of the track because it's so far away. Okay, now I see it. Alright, fingers crossed. Come this to work, otherwise this would have been a whole waste of time. Come on, make it go. Yes! It made it! No! Dang it! Oh, that was the worst. Well, I guess we got to rebuild this entire section. Now, how do I select this? Oh no, I forgot how to select it. No! No! Oh. Is it? Okay. Now we need to get it back up to 20 degrees. I think we know how this will go. Why is it going that way? I don't get it. No! Oh no, I think I'm stuck. Oh, that was so bad. No, I misclicked. Okay, come on, let me select it. I know you want it. Come on. Yes, it lets me select it. Come on. This has got to be it. I swear if it doesn't let me select it again, that would just be so sad. What even is that? Okay, you know what? If this is the best we can do it, then fine. Fine. If I want to make a wonky track like this just because I can't make the original, then that's okay. I'd honestly rather be working to be a ride operator than to actually build the ride itself. Why does it always seem like it's slowed down? Come on, make it, make it, make it. I'm begging you to make it. Go! Alright, there we go. We got a little airtime hill in this. Yes, there's a little element. I'm sure it takes us just to get to this part, but I guess there's only one way to find out what happens while the birds are currently being scared away. Please make it. Oh my god! The whiplash you get from this. Come on. No! Alright, here it goes. Only one way to find out what happens. Come on, make it. Wow, we're glimpsing at the staircase. Like, Jesus Christ. You're probably going to hit your head on the poles quite a lot during... How did it not make that? Oh wait, it's because it was running the same test as before. I'm so dumb. Well, you know, let's give this a shot. The operator of the ride says, absolutely speechless. Next. Oh my gosh. Imagine the G-forces on this though. Alright. Oh my god, it just went up to 20 Gs on that headache-inducing moment. Right, airtime hill. Then it goes down into a gradual descent. Oh my god, this is really breaking up. Look at the excitement on that though. Oh gosh, the noise is about to get... Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Oh, it makes it. Well, at least it made it, and that's all that matters. And then it just goes into a tilt, into the automator, and there we go. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. You know what this needs? A smash of colour indicating the bad luck that people are going to go through during this. So I'm not sure if this will work, but let's see. The initial ride age. I can customize this. I'm gonna make the track colour all red. We're going all out on this. We're even gonna make this part red. And then this part. And then we need to make the supports red as well. So let's make them like a bright red. Or something like that. I feel like we should make it like a dark red actually. Yeah, that looks way better. But let's just leave people a little warning message so they all know what they're going to go through. And for that, I'm going to need to head on to scenery, which may seem boring at first, but once you use it right, it will turn out to have outstanding results. There we go. That should be perfect. Anyways, this should be the perfect warning message for those of you who aren't smart enough to go on this roller coaster. And it should also be a perfect conclusion for this video. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, it takes 3 clicks to do, and make sure to check out some of my other recommended videos if you are interested. And since this took a while, I'd really appreciate some support right now. So, this is Faceless and Fearless, and I'll see you next time.